So we're going to do a quick review on Sazh and Vanille. Not super quick, but quick enough for you guys. So restriction, he's a rave shift unit, but only 4 turns on the rave shift. I think they fix this in the future where these kind of abilities where you can adjust 100% amp, and then it's auto cast again for 100% amp, I believe. I think that's what they're doing. I didn't look. Someone just told me this that they're changing this, so maybe this is a little bit better in the future. So I can't say too much about that. But restricting Machine Killer at this point at EX3, like, does anyone care anymore? No, because we can get 250% for this, so it's much better. He has a pretty strong amps, but most people really want the Imperil fields, so it is what it is, but this is decent, I guess. Also 300% LB damage on just a regular cooldown. Not too bad. Bunch of chaining options. But he has true duo without the 8 times cap, so that's a huge problem, right? That is a huge problem. Some support stuff. Single target impues. I'm sure you guys love that, right? He has fire, but you guys love these, right? You guys love these. With no amps tied to them anymore. I mean, that's right. Nothing special here. 16 chain, whatever, but it's tagged, so it's fine, I guess. And then you shift to the Brave Shift form. 80 times mod. Yeah. Nothing really special here, guys. I knew he wasn't giving me anything special on global, because I'm trying to think of it like a global mindset compared to JP, and the only thing that JP really cared about was this cooldown here. But even on global, I don't think you guys care too much about that, right? I don't think it's that special. So he's just not that good. I mean, he's just okay. Nothing too special in terms of just everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a 5.5 out of 10. Just really nothing special. Mediocre DPS without. You know, he's a dual wield unit without 8 times cap at this point, just not good enough. So, yep, gotta be pretty brutally honest, guys. Without premium, if that's not premium, it's not gonna be good. And I gotta be more brutal about this because you have to, spend lapis to get this guy or tickets, and then you'll see him in your off-banner pulls. Luckily I still haven't yet on JP. Luckily I still haven't seen him at all, so that's at least good for me. And then we're gonna go to Vanille. Well, unfortunately, it's an SLB, but this is pretty good. You only have one turn. You only have 1 turn downtime with this, which is good. So that's not too bad. Single target imbues again, though. And for some reason, some people thought that she would have 90% breaks. No, that was Cater, who we don't have on global. So yeah. He has 89% defense spirit break, of course, and then 150% imperil. This is pretty standard going forward with a lot of JP units. They're going to have something very similar to this, so it's okay. And as you can tell by this, she's not meant to be a DPS because only 50 times mod boost. She does have a store buff, but only access to that, and that's it. So there isn't much else to say, like. Yeah, the 89% defense spirit break, but she has no. I don't think she doesn't have any high attack and magic breaks, so you gotta rely on 85%, which is okay, I guess. But you'd only really use her for dark visions. I think you would never really want to use her for anything else. And since she has so many fields, and she is non-elemental. She can be brought to a lot of different things. So I think she's a little bit better than Sazh, of course. Yeah, I think she's a little bit better because she can be brought to dark visions. I think that's her main intention. And she's not an elemental, so you can bring her to a fire, lightning, water, or earth fights. Those is where you would want to bring her to because she has those Imperil fields on multiple areas. So that's something at least, right, guys? What am I feeling? I'm feeling a 7.25 for Vanille. I think that this is just a skip banner. I know a lot of people like 13 on global, But again, let's go ahead and look at something here. Here we are, relatively here we are. And we have Roka, who's premium. We have Tyrus, who's premium. I don't think we're gonna get this collab, probably not, but maybe we will, I'm not sure. And then we have Locke, who's premium. We have Ramza, who's premium, and if that's news to you, yes, there is a CG Ramza. Some people still think that he doesn't exist, but he does. Orlando, who is also premium for some reason, even though he's not a leader. Noctis, who's premium. Like, there's a lot of premium stuff coming, guys. So, are you gonna spend all of your Lapis on this? I mean, I'm not judging you necessarily. I'm just I'm lifting my eyebrow a little bit. I'm like, are you really gonna do that? I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Even if you're a fan, you gotta think. You know, guys, how many times I had to skip banners even though I'm a fan of the banner? Just because there's so much other stuff coming. That's me. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. You might be the biggest Final Fantasy 13 fan in the world, but you got to think about, you know, top tier units that are coming, and there's quite a few of them. And unfortunately, we're in the state of the game where that's going to be happening a lot more often than usual. It never used to happen in the past. Used to be like maybe every month there would be, you know, one character that is really, really good, but then you could hold off a little bit. You can sit on that really, really good unit for a little while, and it'll carry you for a few months. But nowadays, there's a lot more characters that are just like that, and they're coming out more frequently. So, it is what it is, guys. 7.25 for Vanille. And I think it was it 5.5 or something for Sazh. It's just not really that amazing. So, heard that there's some bundle nerfs. Shards are harder to come by, but if those cost Lapis and you're not a whale, then you shouldn't worry about those anyways. That's just my take. If you're not a whale, you shouldn't even be looking at the bundle section unless you're buying that Gil one with the Lapis. That's the only thing you would ever go in there for. But other than that, there's not really much else to worry about in terms of bundles, because if you're free to play, like, there's nothing in there for you besides that one thing. So, yep. But other than that, guys, have a good day. Have a better day. If you pull Sazh, I feel bad for you in your free pull. It is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.